For many frequent flyers, the skies can be not so friendly. Travelers often report the biggest headaches. They are kids throwing tantrums and the plus-size neighbors spilling over into their seat. And now some are demanding separate seating for families, and they're asking for part of their fare back for the portion of their chair that they did not get to use. Joining us now to talk about that is Genevieve Shaw Brown. She's the senior travel editor at Travelocity. And with a good day to you, there's a little bit of a row going on here. And it might seem absurd to some people. But the fact is, there probably is an argument to be made for people's, hours being disrupted by the screaming children and for being put uncomfortably between, say, two people that are of a larger size.
Right. But that's kind of a part of life, right? But we get on an airplane. I think that the issue may not even be so much the person of size sitting next to you or the screaming kid, but the fact that you're already in such a stressful situation where your personal space is being invaded and you feel out of control, that the littlest things start to get on your nerves. And I wonder, if you were to survey people on different airlines, if the airlines that offer a superior customer experience, the ones like JetBlue and Virgin America, if people are less bothered on those flights because they're getting a better experience in the first place than they would be, say, on a legacy carrier.
Okay, now you bring up a point. What if some of these legacy carriers tried to take the approach like JetBlue and Virgin America, and if they did some even further advertising saying, look, we're going to put families in certain areas and that. I mean, remember Southwest got a really bad rap when they tried to deal with something with someone who was oversized. But do you think some people might say, wait, that's for me, I'm going on that airline? Well,
it depends certainly also if it costs any money. People are very price sensitive, still very price sensitive, and I don't think it's the kind of thing people would be willing to pay up for. That said, the airlines have figured out a way to charge for most everything else, so maybe they could figure out a way to charge for something like this too. Now, I have to tell you, in a Travelocity poll, we found that the two most bothersome vacationers are first arguing families and the second boisterous kids. On the issue of overweight passengers, we found that 40% of travelers think that a passenger who does not feel comfortable into one seat should be required to buy two seats. Now, but anyone who's been on a plane the last 6 months, the last year or so, when have you ever seen an empty seat? They're 100%
oh my gosh,
full.
They're gone.
They are full.
Never see them any longer. What is the solution to the problem going forward, though? Can you think about things that the industry can do to make flying less stressful?
Well, I think that we can look to certain carriers, again, Virgin America, JetBlue, two great examples, that offer a better customer experience so that when you're getting on the plane in the first place, you're not feeling totally out of control, totally overwhelmed. They've got slightly bigger seats, slightly more legroom, they've got in-flight entertainment, they give away free snacks. It's just generally a more friendly experience. So I think if other airlines could adopt that model, you might find that people are a little bit less stressed out in the first place. But I have to say, a little compassion for a mother with a screaming kid, a little compassion for someone who's overweight and doesn't fit comfortably into the seat goes a long way. We're all human here.
Yeah, and do you think that were airlines to adopt sort of more stringent rules, I mean, would they open themselves up to lawsuits?
It depends. Certain airlines do have pretty specific rules about, say, overweight passengers and the purchase of two seats, but they're kind of arbitrarily enforced. And when they are enforced, they usually get a very bad PR rap. You'll see a lot of media hoopla surrounding a situation like that. So they're kind of damned if they do, they're damned if they don't.
Yeah. Okay. Well, Genevieve Shaw Brown, come back soon and bring us some good travel places.
I sure will.